Hi, my name is Flo and welcome to Flo's Tech Reviews. I want to start to release shorter videos which have more news character and don't go into too much details like most of my older videos. Of course, the bigger and longer videos that you already know from me will also keep coming. Last week it was reported that Peugeot won't enter the US market after all. The decision comes after the January 2021 merger of Fiat Chrysler Automobiles and the PSA Group to form the new company Stellantis. Stellantis now consists of the car brands Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, Fiat, Abarth, Lancia, Alfa Romeo, Maserati, Citroën, Peugeot, DS Automobiles, Opel and Vauxhall. That's quite a lineup. The idea to enter the US market with Peugeot was formed in 2016 when Peugeot was part of the PSA Group and the PSA Group did not sell any cars in the US at the time. The step into the new market, which Peugeot left in 1991, was intended to reduce dependence on the European and Chinese market. Of course, the merger with FCA makes Peugeot's entry now unnecessary, as Stellantis already has Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, Fiat, Alfa Romeo and Maserati in the US market, all coming through the merger with FCA. Stellantis now said that the ideas in terms of logistics, maintenance, distribution model and marketing communication that the Peugeot US team developed will now be used wherever possible in the Stellantis portfolio. For example, Peugeot planned to create a distribution channel that avoided expensive stores, and also Peugeot planned using app services for things like scheduling vehicle delivery and pickup. The idea to return to the North American market was in PSA Group's so-called push-to-pass plan from 2016. The plan had a 10-year time frame and Peugeot should have been in the US market before 2026. Larry Dominique, the former head of PSA North America and tasked with preparing to enter the US market with Peugeot since 2017, now becomes the head of Alfa Romeo North America. Alfa Romeo is struggling in the US market and Alfa Romeo hopes to sell more cars in the US with the release of 2 upcoming crossovers. I personally was always wondering how Peugeot planned to be successful in the US market. For example, the Peugeot 508 or the Peugeot 5008 are nice cars, but how in the world would these 2 cars compete against a Toyota Camry, a Honda Accord, a Toyota RAV4 or a Honda CR-V? These 4 cars are top sellers in the US, and even VW could not change that despite developing a special US Passat to compete against the Camry and Accord. I could not see a strategy for Peugeot to be successful in the US market with their current portfolio. You cannot earn much money from a few US customers who want to drive French lifestyle, and Peugeot certainly also did not plan to sell their cars cheaper than the competition. So in the end, the new situation with having brands like Jeep and Dodge already established in the market helps saving Peugeot a huge amount of trial and error and in the end money. So I think Stellantis is well positioned with having its brand active where they are active right now, and a plan of focusing on further developing Alfa Romeo in the US market should be their only focus in terms of expanding a brand in the US. So that's it from me, and let me know what you think about the decision to pull Peugeot from the US market in the comments below. Also, please check out my surveys on the community tab on my channel page. And please like, share, subscribe and also hit the notification bell as more videos are coming soon.